taking a close look at the most expensive weapon system ever, the F-35. The Air Force, Navy, and Marines are counting on it to replace all of their current jet fighters. Its technology has been called game-changing, but in a 60 Minutes report, David Martin uncovered a number of problems.
The Marines are already flying training missions in the F-35, and Lieutenant Colonel David Berg says there's no comparison between it and today's jet fighters.
I'm telling you, having flown those other airplanes, it's not even close at how good this airplane is and what this airplane will do for us.
We have planes that are as fast as this.
You bet.
And can maneuver just as sharply as this one.
Sure.
So why isn't that good enough?
Those are metrics of a bygone era. Those are ways to validate or value an airplane that just don't apply anymore.
But the F-35 is 7 years behind schedule and $163 billion over budget, in part because the Pentagon started buying the plane before it had even begun flight testing.
An old adage in this business is you should fly before you buy. Make sure the design is stable and that things work before you actually go into production.
Frank Kendall is the Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition, the Pentagon's chief weapons buyer.
We started buying airplanes a good year before we started flight testing.
So you buy before you fly?
In that case, yes.
Just saying it, it doesn't sound like a good idea.
I refer to that decision as acquisition malpractice.
To stop the bleeding, Kendall pumped an extra $4.6 billion into flight testing and froze production.
Is the F-35 program now under control?
Yes, it is.
Shortly after he spoke with us, Kendall issued this memo stating progress is sufficient to increase production next year, but he warned the F-35's reliability is not growing at an acceptable rate. James?
David Martin at the Pentagon. David not only sat in the cockpit of the F-35, he got to wear the amazing helmet that goes with it. It's the most expensive, most sophisticated ever, and he'll show you what it can do Sunday on 60 Minutes.